Hey everyone, it's Ella Savitt. I'm going to be doing my makeup today and I'm already starting. I'm starting off with the Benefit Air Patrol Eye Primer, and I received this in my top box this month. That's way too much product. And I tried it out yesterday for the first time and I really liked it. It went on super smooth. It's really moisturizing. And I didn't have to set this after I did my eyes, which is awesome. I like how liquid it is, and it does have a slight color to it, like almost like a creamy yellowy base, which works awesome. So I'm going to start off with what is this? The Poppy Picnic palette from Tarte. I got this in the spring or summertime, and I love this palette so much. And I like using it during the months of, winter time too, because it is a warm palette. I'll show it to you. It is a warm palette, but it's extremely versatile. And I like warm eyeshadows, and I love cool eyeshadows, but I want to do something warm today because I do have an eyeshadow that I really want to use with a different primer that I just picked up during the VIB sale from Sephora. So I'm just taking, what color is this one? This one is Sweet Tea. It's just a soft, almost like a medium brown shade. So if you have a bronzer, you can definitely, like a matte bronzer, you can definitely use something like this in the crease. And I'm going pretty high. So I'm going above the crease. That way I can see the color. And then I'm just gonna take this color called Barefoot in the Grass, which is a soft peachy pink, almost skin tone color. It is very skin tone color. What am I talking about? It's this one right here, and I use that color in the crease, just above the crease, and then this one here is on the brow bone. So I'm staying quite matte above and in the V. So I'm going to take a pencil brush now, and I'm going to go into this color here. This one's called Picnic Basket, and it's a really nice warm chocolate brown. And I'm going to create a V. It's going to be pretty intense when I apply this on, and I'll blend it out. I'm not being precise with this. It's just getting some of the color on here. It'll be blended out with the blending brush. Okay, so onto the blending brush. Really smooth that out. So I'm going to keep building this up until I like the desired intensity. So I will be going back on top of it, and I'm going to be using that primer with a eyeshadow, a Bobbi Brown eyeshadow. Okay, so now I'm going to be using this glitter glue. I'm going to put it on my lids, but I'm going to be using this Bobbi Brown eyeshadow in Silver Lilac. Okay, so I'm gonna just set this up because I don't know how long this stuff dries. Because normally I use a glitter glue like from Lit Cosmetics. It's a liquefied form. So this is what I usually do with the Lit Cosmetics. I take my just a flat eyeshadow brush, pack on the color on here on both sides. That way I have pigment on both sides, just like that. Set that aside. I'm going to do one eye. So I'm just going to grab a little bit of this. And put this on my lid. So while this is still tacky, I'm going to pack this on. Okay, this stuff works amazing. I don't have any fallout. I was afraid because I didn't know if I would get fallout, because I always get fallout with this eyeshadow. And I don't have any fallout. Look how sparkly that is. It's so beautiful. So I'm going to do the same thing again. Pack on my brush with the eyeshadow. Get in with the glitter glue. Do this eye. And I'm using a very small amount, and I'm not sure if you can see that. Very small amount of that. And I'm basically putting it in through here. So immediately going to pack this on, and I'm just stippling with it, not sweeping it back and forth. I am just patting the brush on my lid. And I have no fallout. That's amazing. So awesome. You can see that shine? That's amazing. Okay, so done with this. I'm gonna go back with the Tarte Poppy Picnic palette, and I'm gonna intensify the outer corner. And I'm going to use that same pencil brush just to intensify this. And I'm just going to blend this out. Just right here, just at the top near the crease. There we go. Eyes, the top of the lids are done. Now I'm going to go in with my foundation. So I'm just using my MAC Studio Water Weight foundation. And just a couple of drops. The Bobbi Brown eyeshadow is literally my favorite eyeshadow that I own. And I use it sparingly. I think it's because it's a really expensive product. That's probably one of the reasons why. Because I don't own a lot of expensive, like, single eyeshadow. I don't own a lot. It's a luxury item, and I spoiled myself during my birthday. So, and that's the only time that I really spoil myself, where I go out and I buy something expensive. So there we go. Okay, for concealer, I'm going to be using MAC Studio Sculpt Concealer. I use the same shades for my concealer and my foundation. It gives me a more flawless look, so I don't have anything too light underneath the eye. And I like it too because if I have a blemish, like I have a little blemish right here, it's not going to enhance the blemish. It's going to really conceal and hide it because it's the same skin tone color. Because normally if you use something too light, then you can enhance a blemish, make it stand out. So I'm just patting that on, then taking a clean finger and pack that in. Well, just pat it. I'm not packing it in, I'm just patting it. And there we go. So I'm going to set my concealer with the Maybelline Fit Me powder. In 120. And do a little bit of dust, like adding a little bit of dusting on my nose and my upper lip and right through here, between the brows and above. There we go. Now I'm going to be using the Kat Von D Shaded Light palette just to do a slight contouring. So I am going to use I don't have any contouring brushes, but I have this really thin brush, so it works. So I'm going to go into Somber, this color right here, and I'm going to start up and through here, the cheekbone, like high cheekbone, and through right where the ear is, and bringing it down. And I'm only doing minimal contouring, so I know this palette's gonna last me forever. There we go. I already have high cheekbones, so I don't tend to contour a lot, but I do like contouring every now and then. Just slight contouring, not intense contouring. And then I'm just going to bring this up and through here, just defining this part. And then a little bit on the nose. Not doing too much, but just slight contouring. Underneath the chin and right through here, very lightly. So I'm going to grab a different brush and I'm just going to dust my brush into this color here. I think this one's called Levitation. It's this pinky, peachy color. So I'm just going to set underneath where the jaw is with this color. And on my forehead. There we go. So I contoured very, very lightly, very, very minimal contouring. So I'm going to go into my Essence Sun Club 02 Sunny. It's a bronzer. It's a matte bronzer. And I'm just going to warm up the skin. And then just bring it down my neck. Just to add just a slight color. It's not really doing much, just giving a little bit of color. Okay, so I'm going to do my mascara now using the L'Oreal Carbon Black. So it's the telescopic mascara. And I'm going to do the tops and the bottom lashes. Don't we make the funniest faces when we do our mascara? Even just putting makeup on our faces in general. We make the funniest faces. There we go. For blush, I'm going to use the Tarte palette, the shade Glisten in the Poppy Picnic palette, and put that on my cheeks. And just into the temples and my chinny chin chin. So for brows, I'm going to be using the Pomade Dip Brow from Anastasia, but I'm going to do that off camera and then I'll be right back, okay? And then brows are done, so I'm going to do a lip. It's the color Wolf's Mouth from Kat Von D, one of her studded lipsticks. So I'm just going to go straight on to my lips. So there we go. Makeup is done. And that's the tutorial. Okay, so I was quite surprised with the Too Faced glitter glue. This stuff works amazing. So this is going to save me This is gonna save this eyeshadow big time. So I'm not using a very liquefied form and dipping it into this shadow. Amazing, amazing, amazing. So love this, and I do like the Kat Von D Shade and Light palette. I just need to still play around with it to see how I feel about it, but it does a pretty good job at creating a very natural contour. You know, it's quite natural. It's not too intense or too much. So amazing products. I hope you like this video. I will see you in the next one. Bye, everybody.